It's the NFL on EA Sports,
where we'll see the teams from Broadway Joe's Guarantee and Super Bowl III. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, glad to have you in the booth with us here on EA Sports. Greg, this is one of those intriguing matchups because we got a couple of quarterbacks, that most important position, trying to bounce back after seasons where injury derailed their hopes for a good campaign.
And it's just so difficult when you look back on each of these teams' prior season just last year. It's hard to separate how much of their up and down, how much of their struggles was because of the injuries at the quarterback positions, whether they were in the game or just battling through on game day, or was it the rest of the roster? Well, I think with both of these quarterbacks now being healthy and back to looking like their old selves, we're going to get a lot better idea of just how good the rest of these rosters are now that their two quarterbacks are back on the field.
Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers, of course. All the buildup in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend, a Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. But let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Rodgers on first down. Back to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Jets first down. So now Shane Steichen unhappy with the last call, and out comes the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Now the former first-round pick, Breece Hall. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. That's Laiatu Latu, the rookie out of UCLA, in there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Rodgers. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They will run it over center with Hall. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Play action now with Rodgers. Got his man at the 6. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
They'll run. It's Hall. And he's going to be close to first down yardage. They'll mark him a foot or 2 short. Second and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Anders Carlson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Josh Downs now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Indianapolis sled out by their quarterback, Anthony Richardson, the number 4 overall pick in 2023. Had some highlight moments, but injured most of the year. Greg now in his 2nd year in the NFL out of Florida.
We throw around so loosely these days, Mike, the idea of being a physical freak, right? This specimen that we just aren't accustomed to seeing, let alone at the quarterback position. The arm talent, the ridiculous blend of size and speed, the ability to make plays with your feet and extend. All of these things come to mind when we look at this guy. Now, going forward, how does he strike that balance between being the game changer and that aggressive athlete with the ball in his hand, but also finding a way to stay on the field and be able to develop? Make no mistake about it, though. The energy in this stadium is palpable, and he's the biggest reason why.
Give him 14 on that play, one first down. One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Open man downfield, it's Pittman. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. From the gun, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Richardson. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Colts.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Colts come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Again, it's Rodgers. That one taken in by Corley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Rodgers going up top again. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Anthony Gould now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Richardson. That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And this one is caught by Pierce. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. On 1st down, it's Richardson. going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game. A first down throw from Rodgers. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Three points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. Here's Gould on the return. There is a marker down. He is past the 25-yard line, but let's see what the flag is about.
Automatic first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. Catch made. That's Pittman. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it's going to be 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Xavier Gibson deep to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's Corley. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Nice play here by Malachi Corley, the young rookie wide receiver, and something we're going to continue to see out of him as the rest of the year unfolds is, Mike, he has such a knack for turning short throws into long gains, and his ability to be a ball carrier after the catch. It's really what separates certain guys from others in this league, and for a young player to have that innate kind of sense to be a ball carrier, find any ways you can get him the ball. Screens, smokes, bubbles, doesn't matter. Get the ball in his hands, and usually good things happen. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On play action, Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore to the 20. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick 6 changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Rodgers on 1st down. The pass caught right side by Conklin. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Conklin. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He's got it at the 7, and they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Second and goal. They'll try to run it with Hall. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. They'll drop to throw. And he's in. Tyler Conklin, touchdown, New York. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Gould on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Richardson operating from the pistol. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
That's the tight end, Mo Cox. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
A give. Here's Hall. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Another run here with Hall. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. He'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.